Hello everyone, Ruby Retrograde Tarot and Tay here, and what I'll be serving for you guys today, or tonight technically, is another Kickstarter. Still in my campaign of cataloging, I guess, in a sense, backlogs of Kickstarter decks or other decks that I just didn't have a chance to really dig in. So this one in particular is a Kickstarter I received back in December. And yeah, it was part of that last part of the year in 2022 was pretty busy. And now I get to sit down, and you guys get to sit down as well, and we discover together this new deck by Taylor Hultquist-Todd. If the name sounds familiar, she made 3 decks before. One all about dogs, all about cats, and I think the other one was the sea in general. This particular deck is called Myth and Legends, an illustrated tarot. First off, before I even take it out of the box, I just want to show how fun is this packing tape. Isn't it super awesome? And then you can kind of see a little bit of the decks that were made. So let us open it. So basically this Kickstarter actually happened twice. So the first time it came on Kickstarter, the target goal was a little bit high, and it unfortunately didn't make the target. I think Taylor canceled it right before the end of the campaign, or they let it Taylor let it ran to the end just in case, and then they brought it back up with I think it was half of the original, because it was kind of an ambitious target, the first one, and it made it to completion. It was successful. It even went a little bit over. The campaign was back in June, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, and from June to December, here we are. So let's just look at what we have inside our box. So here we have just a postcard, a little thank you from Taylor Bryn. Look at this super awesome cat. Okay, and then what do we have? A sheet of stickers, which was also the packing tape. Seriously, that packing tape, the best. I would tape absolutely everything. And then here is the packaging material. So of course 10 out of 10 for packaging. I don't even remember this coming with a tarot bag. Did I order a tarot bag, or did I just I thought I just got in the early bird. See, this is what happens when you don't remember when you do stuff. So there's nothing else. So let's us put the colorful box away here. I know I got the early bird, but I don't remember the early bird having a cloth. And if it suddenly did, well, yay for me. So let's look at this cloth. It is a beautiful fabric. First off, it what can I like this? I would say this is like a velour-y feel. And then here it's just like a flat back. Very well saturated, colored. I wish I could kind of really show you like the whole of it, but it's basically like a night sky. It looks like a night sky. It looks like it has bubbles. Let me flip it on the other side here. This is really pretty. Look at this. Oh, this whole time that I'm looking in this, I'm like, do I even remember? This must have been a last minute gift, like a thank you or something. But this is fun. Anyways, okay, so since we got this, let's just, there we go, flop this on top of all my little shiny rocks. And if you guys have noticed, my collection of little shiny baubles have expanded. They made babies. There you go. Oh, it feels nice. Okay, so here it is, the Myth and Legends Tarot. And the box design is very similar to her other two decks, which the name escapes me, but you can definitely write it. You can definitely write it in the comment section because I'm trying to remember. So let us open this. So it is shrink wrapped. There we go. I really like those colors. It almost has a little velvety feel. And then here we can just see that it's created, oh, if it will zoom in, created by Taylor Hultquist-Todd with their website. And then just you can see what the image will look like. It is pretty awesome. So as the name might suggest, it is all about myths and legends, creatures, characters from, I mean, all sorts of parts of the world. And I was very excited. I saw the pictures on Kickstarter and I was hooked. Hooked, I tell you. So let's open up the box. It is two-part. It's a hinge, very pretty, and a little fabric pull so you can pull the cards. Ooh, this looks nice. So here's the inside of the box, and see how it matches also the cloth. Ooh, I'm excited. Sorry guys, I will be squeeing. Yeah, it's done. Let us look. I forgot about whole sorts of features about this deck just because it's been a while. So here's the guidebook. So the Myths and Legends Tarot deck, a fantastic examination of 78 myths and legends from around the world. So let's look. It seems like, oh no, it's not stapled. It's binded. Okay, there are no images. Is there a table of content? Yes, there is a table of content about using the deck, the card descriptions and selected interpretations, the major arcana, the minor arcana, and the suggested spreads. If we let's look real quick. What do we have here? Okay, so we have one spread. So it is in color. That's good. Let's put this aside. Let's look at the deck. Let's remove the little plastic holder thing. I'm not smelling any odor. Look at the back of these cards. Looking wonderful. I'm holding them and I'm super excited. I can't wait to look at them. The edges that we saw earlier, it's a I say plastic because it definitely looks plastic. A plastic black edge. You can see my ring light being reflected. It looks sleek. I mean, with this, it is looking sleek. The cardstock while I'm there. Oh, definitely something. It almost feels plastic. And I'm wondering if that was what the cardstock was meant to be. Because I knew it was a 300 some odd. But let me look at this. Oh, there it is. I did note it down. It's 350 GSM with a matte UV finish. So there you go. But it feels like sturdy. And it feels plasticky, but not terrible plasticky, but a plastic like it'll hold on. In any case, and then if we look at the pictures, are they reversible? I want to say no, actually. I don't think these cards are reversible friendly. I mean, you won't necessarily tell right away. So if I'm looking at this bigger pentacle here, so this one right here, when I flip it, you will not find a big pentacle on the side. In fact, some of the things it seems, well, reversed. But it might be easy to not pay attention to that. In the sense that it's not like big, obvious things. Your eye might kind of forget about little details. So, you know, you could possibly flip it if you want. You're unless you get used to it, you might not necessarily realize it right away. So without further ado, let us, where are we gonna go? We're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. I know I don't want, oh, and also just while my camera decides to do what it wants to do, there we go. It is matte. We have the bare, like, even if I put it directly by my ring light, the barest of reflections. So definitely matte. So let's dive in, everyone, and look at these awesome cards of the Myths and Legends Tarot. Yes, if I'm sing-songy, that's how giddy I am of these cards. Okay, let's start with the Fool. And I will say the art is beautiful. I'm sorry, my camera is acting crazy right now. The Magician. Oh, look at the High Priestess. Oh, she looks so cool. Then the Empress. Definitely modeled after Bloody Mary. The Emperor. The Hierophant. Now, some I recognize the story right away. Others, not necessarily. The Lovers. The Chariot. Justice. Ooh, it's sliding a little bit. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Strength. The Hanged Man. I feel like my light is dying a little bit. Let me see if I can turn a little bit more light. Death. Okay, I found the light, so let me just kind of go like this so the glare isn't so evident. So here's Death. Look at Temperance. Definitely one of the cards that, I don't know, I fell in love with, that I was just in awe, just... Oh, it's okay, so cool. The Devil. Then we have the Tower. No, it's like a giant, is that like a giant bear fighting, or about to fight an eagle? And I'm just noticing these two people perhaps worshipping the eagle. The Star. That, if I remember from the campaign when they were showing the images, was based on La Llorona. They also had a horror movie, I think, not too long ago about it. The Moon. Makes you think of how to train your dragon. The Sun. Look at this. Ooh, it looks so nice. Judgment. The World, definitely one that I was like, yes, in my favorites. No, ooh, okay, that is odd. We're starting with the Queen. I don't know why. But here we are, the Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Knight of Wands. Page of Wands, which looks like a fairy. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Ah, there it is, the card. The Two of Wands. It was, just look at the clothing. The clothing is everything. It is regal. It's beautiful. Then we have the Three of Wands. Four of Wands. Five of Wands. She's looking fierce. Six of Wands. I'm wondering if that would be Joan of Arc. Then the Seven of Wands. We have Eight of Wands. I just can't get over the illustrations. It looks so great. The Nine of Wands. It's a little bit hard because the 9 is in white, but yeah, it is 9. There we go. Ooh. Look at the 10 of Wands. Now we are with the Cups. Queen of Cups. Would that be Nessie? Then the King of Cups. Then the Knight of Cups. That would be a silky. Are those the silkies? As always, do let me know in the comments if it was off on my guesses. Then the Page of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Here comes 2. It's so pretty. I could see this as art to hang. I wonder if that's the Moon Princess story. Then the Three of Cups. Isis, Osiris, and Horus. Did I get the names right? Let me know. And here comes the Four of Cups. I want to say Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Then we have the Five of Cups. Would that be Dracula? And look, even for this one, look at this cape. You don't know if it's shimmering because it's velour or glitter or something, or it's just like blood that spilt on the cape. Then we have a 6 of Cups. Then the 7. Definitely a siren / Little Mermaid. But siren, more siren, the classical lure you to your death siren. And then the 8 of Cups. Oh, it's so magical to look at these. Here is 9. Then we have 10. Oh, look at the colorful. Oh, Queen of Swords. Another one with a dress that is just chef's kiss. Yes, I am staring at the dress. And I'm imagining, like, let this dress become a reality. And then the King of Swords. Would that be the King of Persia? I don't know. Then the Knight of Swords. The Page of Swords. Beautiful Pegasus. Then the Ace of Swords. A little fairy ring. Adorable. Now here comes the 2 of Swords. This looks quite interesting. First off, I feel like the guy is a little bit askew in the sea. Then it seems like the indecision is in whether you're going to let the boat sail safely to their destination or whether they're going to be the one to go. That's the feeling I get from this art. Ooh. That is a bit scary. That's a bit gnarly. 3 of Swords. Frankly, I don't remember seeing this card on the Kickstarter page, and I'm pretty sure all of them were shown, and I just don't remember it. Here comes the 4. That one is also scary. It may well be about rest and everything else, but I don't know about you guys, but seeing this is not restful for me. If I were to see this, first off, I would not be in the middle of a forest in the middle of winter, but that's beside the point. 5 of Swords. Then we have the 6 of Swords. Oh, this looks so magical, so beautiful. The colors, I cannot get over it. 7. Then 8. Oh, that's Baba Yaga. Then 9. Why do I feel like I know about this story, but I just can't place it? Do you know this? Do you know what this story is about? Do let me know. It's 9 of Swords. Then for 10 of Swords, we are having a Cyclops. Seemingly, the Cyclops is having a bad day, and I wonder why. Why would that Cyclops ever be pouty? Look at this Queen of Pentacles. I want to cry. It's so beautiful. Okay. Then it's all calm down. The headdress. Oh, the flower crowns. Then King of Pentacles, looking so jovial and happy. Then the Knight of Pentacles, which would be a Minotaur if I am not mistaken. The Page of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. Look at this, it's so beautiful. Now the Two of Pentacles. It's like what, little gnome or a leprechaun? Although I have to say he's looking a little bit creepy. I feel like he's about to go and you know, pull one on me. Then the Three of Pentacles. Look how impressive. Imposing too. Then the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, look at this Five of Pentacles. Is the woman looking at a reflection of herself? Or is that another person that happens to be passing by at the same time? No, by the baobab tree. Here is the Seven or Six of Pentacles. This is the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, another one that I was just all over because of, I think it was the blue, just the saturation of the blue. And also, yes, that was another one. Nine of Pentacles. It's not often, I'm just thought about this, not often that Medusa or Gorgon is kind of in a positive-ish light. Because, I mean, Nine of Pentacles to me is pretty positive. And then finally, Ten of Pentacles. And that's it for the first look of the Myths and Legends Tarot. In case you did not tell, you could not tell, I mean, or did not know, or were wondering what I thought about it, love it, love it. The art is beautiful. I cannot get over the colors and the art and the illustration. Shuffle time. Good. Not an issue. And something as I was going through the cards, there is something about the way that once we pull for once we get two cards out of this deck, I'll explain what I mean, or I'll wait until after to explain what I mean. But for now, for the shuffle part, not an issue because of this plasticky coating of sorts. It makes it that the cards don't get clumpy. I don't have problems with the thumb when it comes to kind of overhand shuffle. And I do the bridge. You can tell, as you could tell. No issue there with the bridge. No issue there either. I am having a little bit of a bow. I think it's because I'm holding it a bit hard. So let's see if we could have one card from the Major Arcana and one card from the Minor Arcana so that we can see the guidebook and how it's laid out. No, I can't do that side. I don't know why I'm having issues doing the other side. Okay, what is this? All right, we have the devil. I almost want to say maybe it's a succubus. Oop. No, my strength. I don't want strength. Here, put you on the side. Well, it's not that I don't want strength. I do want strength. I should correct my words. I would like minor. Whoa. See, it's when you ask for something, you get everything else. There we go. We managed to do the bridge the other way. One minor arcana card. One. Oh. Oh, of course, it had to be the leprechaun gnome with the sinisterish smile. I don't know. I don't trust it. It's basically I don't trust that look. One of those. Be careful what you wish for. All right, so let's take a look at the booklet. And starting with the devil. So we will look at how it is done. So it seems to be that it's, the guidebook is a glossy magazine type paper. It feels nice also to the touch. And it seems that it is rather a few paragraphs for each card. And it has a keyword, interpretation, suggestion. Let's see if it goes over. Yeah. So, and then a little snippet about the thing. And I can see right away that I was correct. The devil is succubus. So, let us read about the devil. The succubus is a demon who takes the form of a beautiful woman in order to seduce men in their sleep. They promise delights and immortality, but these are all illusion. Succubi are artifacts of the era of European witch hunts, as are their male counterpart, the incubi, and acted as agents of the devil. Keywords: illusion, hidden danger, greed, lust, bad influences, temptation. Interpretation, suggestion: something isn't as it seems. Work on seeing beneath the surface to understand the forces at play in your life. If something seems too good to be true, look for the illusion. This will allow you to see right through it and steer clear. Excessive giving in to your passions usually benefits those who profit from them. You're the one who pays the price. All right, there you go. This very informative in a few paragraphs, I have to say. Now let's move on to the Two of Pentacles. And I think I said it was either a gnome or a leprechaun. Is that what I said? Leprechaun? So let's go. Where are the pentacles? Pentacles. There we go. And looking at it, I was totally off the mark. The Two of Pentacles is the duende. Duende are small dwarves and house spirits described in the folklore of the Philippines. When treated well and left offerings, particularly sweets, fruits, and chocolate, those kind to them will prosper. Keywords: balance, scheduling, getting what you give. Interpretation, suggestion: if you put bad things into the world, you won't get much back out. But the reverse is also true. Be polite and take care of your social obligations, and you'll find yourself rewarded. Spend less time worrying and more time creating and sticking to a healthy schedule that includes plenty of time for fun, sleep, and laughter, as well as job and business responsibilities. Why do I feel like we're telling me things that I don't need. Well, okay, I guess I do need to be told, which is why it came out, but it's okay, guys. It's okay, guys. Cards, sometimes, whether it's the cards, the spirits, or whatever, sometimes they kind of like to expose me, which is not appreciated, but I guess I should be appreciative for being told. But let us table this. I will have a speaking to with these cards later. In conclusion, I love this deck. In case you couldn't tell, once again, first off, the cloth is beautiful. Oh, there's a little thread. Let's get it out. It's beautiful. Look at the colors. It's so well saturated. The fabric of all the tarot cloths, card cloths that I have, This one would definitely be up there, like my top three. Yes, top three. The card themselves, the edges, beautiful. Cardstock, awesome. Illustration, 10 stars. Like, I mean, it's the artwork is beautiful. I cannot get over it. I think I have loved every single queen or card where there was a dress or some sort of long flowy gown. I don't know. Maybe it's a cue to tell me to get more gowns for the summer. I don't know. But this is what I wanted to say earlier. There is something about the way that the fabrics, the dresses, well, whichever, the detail. So, you know, it's when you look at these cards, those two are perfect examples. You know, you can see on the dress, you know, you have like these little hash lines in black pen, we'll say, or black ink. But at least to me, it's as if that just those simple hashes and the colors, I can feel, I can tell, I can feel the fabric. It's almost like it's almost like I could almost taste the fabric. Not that I've eaten fabric in my life, but to like for example, for the Queen of Swords, that would be tight a textile with tight sequins sewn in. Not the ones that you've seen those t-shirts where you can flip the sequins up and down, but this is the type one that are flat to the fabric, very, that are sleek, almost snakeskin like. Here, for this, I don't know if it's a cape at this point or it's still a dress, but I want to say it's more leather, like short hair fur over here. And then here is, I don't know, some sort of textile. I can't quite put, it's like, I can't put my finger on it, but I can feel it with my mouth, which is a weird thing to say, but I don't know. Hopefully someone out there knows what I mean. But it's just this example. Even the clouds, like I know those are clouds, but it has, there's something material to these clouds. Another example was with, oh, I forgot which card had the Pegasus on. I think it was like the Knight of something or another. that is very helpful. But all this to say, just the technique of how it's drawn, I can, it's almost sensorial, tactile. Sensoriel is in the word in French, and I think in English it's sensorial, but I'm not Englishing very well, so I apologize. All that besides the art, oh, it's wonderful. I'm giddy. I'm squeeing. I'm sure every time I'm going to pick this deck up, I'll just spend maybe like a 2, 3, 5 minutes just looking at the cards, especially if I fall on like my favorite cards. Like I've shown you two of my favorite cards here. I think all of the Queen cards I loved. There you go. The Page of Swords here. That would be an example where for the Pegasus, yes, you can imagine that it's like the texture would be kind of like a horse, like any old horse, but here it has something metallic to it, like a sheen. Like you almost want to say like a silvery hollow type of thing. But that's just an example. What else can I say about this deck? Definitely the booklet itself, just each card being assigned like a story, a character of myths. It just makes you want to learn more about those myths, those stories, and read up about them so you have a better understanding. But at the same time, though the descriptions are short in the major and the minor arcana, it was enough. I mean, the one, maybe 3-4 sentences that was about each of the things, it's still kind of enough to give you an idea of where this card is going if you did not have prior knowledge of the major and minor arcana, if you know what I mean. Otherwise, if you were to just pick that up like this, I still, you know what? I still think for someone who's newer, I would kind of say like go ahead. It's not yes, it is modeled after Rider-Waite Smith, but it's not a exactly true to form. I mean, this you can kind of see the original Fool, for example. You can see the position of the original Fool, but you know all these extras, so you know that is okay. But something like the Hierophant, you'll see some of the symbols, but it's not quite the same setting. Or even here, the Nine of Pentacles, same, like the scene is more or less the same, but it's definitely not that. I mean, there's the bird missing, things like that. But there's still enough there that you're not completely lost. You know, it's not super abstract. What else can I say about this deck other that it's already, I like it a lot, and it's already like something that I would consider my favorite just because of the, like, yeah, just because of the art, and um wanting to read with it. I don't know how, like, what results I'll get or the experience, but I'm already expecting or thinking that it's going to be pretty positive. It also, another thing, it makes me think, I'm sure if you know of Tarot of the Divine, which is another deck. This one, that deck is mass market, which is also has its inspiration from folklore, myth from all around the world. I don't know that they are comparable. I mean, they're in the same category in the sense that it's about, you know, myths and things like that, but it's different. I don't feel like I have you know, the same thing. It's not as if you know, I feel like I bought two of the same thing but from different artists, different creator. It has its own flavor, it has its own direction. I mean, for this one, the Myth and Legend, it has a little bit of a darker tone at times, somber maybe, like that Two of Pentacles. I mean, that little guy looks, I mean, I would not trust it, basically. Or that other little monster, I forgot on which card, that I was like, no. Or even like La Llorona, no, thank you. And that's all because of that horror movie that I've never watched, but I saw enough clips that I'm like, no, thank you. um, but yeah, I mean, if you have Tarot of the Divine, I don't think that should stop you from getting this deck. I think you would get, I think you would still get something new out of this deck, because it touches, I don't know how to explain it. It's I mean, it's not as if they went and took stories from another planet. It's still from all over the world, but I don't know. It's the selection seems to be a little bit different, and the flavor is different. Where the Tarot of the Divine, I would say maybe it could feel a little bit more approachable because of the art style. And then this one, like I said, maybe a little bit more somber, a little bit scary at times. Like this one, if you would tell me for Halloween, I'll say, yeah, definitely that feels like Halloween because some of these characters there. I mean, that's like what, a werewolf, definitely Halloweeny. Gorgon here, why not Halloweeny? The Tarot of the Divine, it's more children's storybook. There we go. A little bit children's storybook. And plus, with Tarot of the Divine, there's also another complimentary book that you can buy that gives you a bit more details about the stories, the folklores, and that was inspired in these cards. Whereas this one, you just have the booklet, but at the same time, you have the internet, so you can check for any of the particular stories or cards that call to you to learn more about it. So it's not really that much of a deterrent or a barrier. In conclusion, in my opinion, definitely get this deck. Like almost run and get this deck because it is beautiful. If you know, myths and stories, is your cup of tea, is your sort of things, I definitely think that you would enjoy this. It touches a little bit of everything. It touches a little bit of everywhere. It's diverse. It's I don't know. I'm looking at the cards again, and it's just I feel like it's expanding my mind, or it's like I'm discovering new things, even for stories that I already am familiar with, that I know of. It just feels like I'm learning them again, and then those that I don't know, it excites me to learn about them. But that's enough of me rambling on and singing the praises of this deck. It is now time for you guys to let me know, what do you think of, let me close this box, boom, The Myths and Legends Tarot by Taylor Hultquist-Todd. Do you like it? Are storybooks and folklores and myths, are those your type of thing that you like to go for? Is that your theme? Or even the art style, is that something that is in your wheelhouse? Are you planning on getting that one? Do you have her other decks, which I am so sorry, the name has completely blew off, but it's basically the one with dogs, the one with cats, and then the sea. With, I think it's like Oceanus ... But you can definitely write them to me down below. And so yeah, and guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch with me and sit for a little bit while we discover together the Myths and Legends Tarot. Beautiful deck, beautiful cards. Definitely, if you feel called to it, get it. I don't think you'll regret it. Any questions, comments? Let me know your favorite cards and how many of these cards do you recognize the story or the characters? Let me know in the comment section down below, down there. Boop, boop. And until next time, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.